Hey everyone, this is Jackie with Manifesting with Jackie. Just want to take the time to welcome everybody to the channel. If you haven't, please be sure to hit that like button. Today's video, and I got another video, my number one trick to manifest your SP, what I did to be able to manifest my SP. I'm going to put the link in the description. Make sure you check that video out as well. But I kind of want to talk to you about how I was able to manifest my SP back after all the craziness. When I tell you guys, I've been through everything that you have been through, whether it's disagreeing, SP being non-committal, third party, whatever. I've been through it all. I had my heart broke, all that stuff. Because I know you guys, I don't like to go into the old story, but I want you all to know that what you're going through, I've experienced it, and I'm able to show you how I was able to get my SP back. I was able to get him to come back in and be more loving, kind, caring, compassionate, and committed. What I did, it wasn't rocket science. It wasn't hard. It wasn't, oh, I can't do this. It was the easiest thing that I could ever do. And when I tell you it worked, it worked. So I'm hoping that this video helps those that, you're manifesting your SP and things just don't seem right. Like no matter what you do, you're not getting any results. First thing first, take it from me. There is always movement. Always. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but when I tell you there's always movement, and everything that happened with me and my SP, it was because of the thoughts that I had. When I first learned to take responsibility for the shitty stuff I created with this man, that's when things really started changing with me. Now, like I said, I don't like to go into the old story because I'm done with my old story. But my first thing was, I admitted everything that I did to cause this relationship to go downhill. And when you think about it, when you look at your thoughts, it was nobody but you that created this. So if you and your SP not in contact, you done broke up, whatever, it's something in you that caused this. So this is basically what I did, and I have manifested him in a couple times, but I wasn't dealing with what was really going on with me. I could manifest him back in. I could manifest a call, but it wasn't sticking. And what I mean by that, when I say it wasn't sticking, I could not sustain the manifestation because it was something in me that created the insecurities, the jealousy, the wondering what he's doing, why he haven't called me. It was something within me. So first thing first, I took responsibility for what I created. And I knew that if I created this shit mess, I can uncreate this shit mess, right? So I took responsibility. Everything that I was seeing in him, I wrote it down. I wrote down everything because it was something within me that was making him do these certain things. It was something within me. And when I go back and I look, and I was like, yeah, I did have a thought of this. I did have a thought of that. And it played out into my 3D world. So what I did the last time that we call it quits, I didn't contact him. I didn't reach out to him. Even though he was contacting and reaching out to me, I blocked him. And I'm going to tell you why I blocked him. I blocked him because emotionally, I wasn't stable. Emotionally. And I was looking for validation within him. If he didn't text me, if he didn't call me, I was wondering why he's not calling, why he's not texting. One thing that I can tell you, do not ever look for validation in no one else. You got to be whole and complete within yourself. You got to be happy within yourself. I mean, they can add to my happiness, but happiness comes from within me. So my thing was, first, I took responsibility. Second, I stopped looking for validation with him. I stopped looking for, if he calls me, if he texts me, I stopped that. Third, I blocked him. And like I said, I only blocked him because I wasn't stable. I wasn't stable. So I wrote down everything that I didn't like, everything that I had created, those limiting beliefs, those negative thoughts. And on one side of the paper, I wrote down what I wanted in, my manifestation. He had trust issues. So to be positive, I affirmed the men in my life always trust me. And to take the resistance off him, I didn't put SP name. I just did every man, because guess what? If I'm saying every man commits to me easily, guess what? The men in my life they're going to commit to me. So that helped me with the resistance. And this is what I did. I focused on Jackie. I took care of Jackie. I checked in with Jackie. I don't get me wrong, did I cry? Hell yes. Did I have days where I sat in my car and I shed tears? Yes, I did. Because I was heartbroken. I was hurt. But I created that. So yes, it was days. It was days where I wasn't stable. It was. But I didn't let that stop me. This time I got focused. I was like, I'm not going to keep replaying this story. I'm not going to keep repeating the same cycles over and over. So what I did, I got serious with me. I got serious with my self-concept. When I tell y'all I got serious with my self-concept, everything was about me. Everything was about Jackie. Everything. How I checked in with myself during the day. Make sure you're okay. Are your thoughts okay? I wrote out the old story. I wrote it out. When I would have a negative thought come in, I'll ask myself, is this thought true? Is this 100% true? And I would tell myself, no, this is not true. I would flip the thoughts. I would write them down. I would do everything that I could to change that thought, because I created that. Next thing I did, something very powerful that a lot of people don't do, I used revision. I revised that breakup that we had. I kept affirming that he is loyal and faithful to me. He has always been loyal and faithful to me. And things started just all of a sudden, things just shift. When I say it shifted so fast, because I was feeling good about myself. I was feeling more confident. I wasn't hurt anymore. I had released that hurt. And let me tell y'all, I did a lot of crying because I didn't want to suppress that. So I cried. I wrote out things when I was sad. I acknowledged that I was sad, because we are only human. And if you're feeling sad and you're feeling hurt, let that out, but don't dwell in that. So that's what I did. I revised the situation. And it took a minute. It took some time for me to realize, okay, he's loyal. He's always, and I always put always in there. He has always been loyal and faithful to me. And I will affirm that over and over, over and over. Sometimes, like when I have a negative thought, I'll sit there and I would affirm that for like 100 times. I started feeling better. Then before I go to bed at night, my affirmation would be, he has always been loyal and faithful to me. I started seeing him, like when I do visualization, I started seeing him as this loving man, this man that brings me flowers, this man that commits to me, this man that's loyal to me. I started seeing him as that way. And I started working on my self-concept more. And I was so stable, so confident that I had got to a point where it didn't matter if he came or not. I was good because I was happy within myself. Now, when we first was able to sit down and talk, this man told me everything that I had been affirming. Part of me was like, okay, this really does work. But you have to take responsibility for what you created. You have to put yourself first. Self-concept. When you hear other coaches say self-concept works, because it does. When you put yourself on a pedestal and you take them off the pedestal, it shifts things. It shifts things. Like now when he texts me, every time he texts me since we've been like back together, it's, hey, love. I would see myself getting messages from him saying that. Now, did we have some ups and downs? Yep, we sure did. But I stayed firm to what I believed in. He's always been loyal and faithful to me. I would see him as this loving, kind, caring person when those ups and downs come in. I didn't spiral. As soon as I got a thought that wasn't in line in what I wanted, I flipped it. I got me a journal, start writing down all negative thoughts. I start asking myself, is this statement aligned in your manifestation? Is this statement 100% true? I started doing that. I started taking myself out more. I started treating myself. I started, like, if I wanted to come home and eat pizza and ice cream and watch a movie, I did that. I started putting myself first. And not only that, I started doing self-concept affirmations in my sleep. When I go to bed at night, what I'm listening at is, I am beautiful. I am amazing. I started getting up in the morning telling myself today is going to be a great day. I just know something wonderful is going to happen to me. And it kind of took my mind off of him. And little and behold, he came in. I was blown away because I had realized I had stopped thinking about it. Really didn't care if it came in or not. I was like, I'm good regardless. So take the time and do the work. Put in the work for yourself. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to look into validation. Oh, they got to text me in order for me to feel good. He got to spend time with me in order for me to feel good. No, he don't have to spend not one day with me and I'm still going to be happy within myself. He could tell me I'm not ready for a relationship, but in my mind, I'm like, yes, you are. You're ready. You're so committed to me. Don't let your thoughts control you. Sometimes I would sit there and tell my mind, shut the fuck up, sit back. I know you're trying to protect me, but this is not what's in my reality. It takes time. The more and more you do it, the better and better you get. It takes time. If I can do this with the crying and all the crap I went through, you guys can too. Just don't give up. Persist to the end. Do not look for them to validate you, because you got to know that you're good and you're happy on your own. You should be able to give yourself the love that you're trying to give someone else. Okay? I hope this video helps. Drop in the comment if you have any questions. I'd love to interact with everybody, because I know we go through things. Been there, done that. But when you understand how powerful you are and that you create your reality, it's game over. Can't nobody stop you. I just had some things that I was manifesting come in, and it came in so fast. I'm like, wow, I did that. I created that. But this is what I did to get my SP back. And you got to know, you got to work through those limiting beliefs that you have, because if they come back, what's going to happen? Your insecurity is going to come right back up, and you're going to probably manifest another breakup or whatever, So guys, if you need one-on-one coaching, if you interested in doing a few of my challenges, you could check the description box to see what all is available. You can also visit my website, and please give me a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate you all. I love you all. There's really nothing that you could do about it but just love me back. All right, I'm out.